Alright guys, so today is Tuesday, July 6th. So I just have a few things I want to talk about, a few things I got to do today. Not that much, but anyways, first thing up here, we're going to park the equipment along the tree line here behind the goat fence. This was all a bunch of tall grass and stuff, like this stuff over here. So last week, I took the disc and put it behind the four-wheeler and disced all this up. Just did a bunch of circles and tilled as much of it up as I could. It did really good. And then when I had the sprayer last week, I said I was going to spray this, try and clean it up. So I sprayed it. It's not exactly meant for brush. It's just kind of weed and grass. But it actually did an okay amount of killing on this stuff. So still going to work on getting this cleaned up over the next month or so. But that stuff was sprayed like a week ago, 6 days ago. So for 6 days, I think it's doing all right. And of course, I sprayed all around over here. Make it nicer and easier to get in here. Because when I was parking this stuff here, there was stuff real tall and there was thistles and everything. So it was nice to get it disked up. And then I don't have to deal with all that crap when I'm trying to hook up to something. So also, here's the cow field after I sprayed it. It looks kind of crappy. Of course, you can see all the dead grass where I sprayed around it, and then it got on the grass and it killed it. Over there and stuff too. I didn't think it was killing the thistles, but actually I sprayed this big one up here, and it looks like it's dying pretty good. So I'm not sure they're gonna die any more than that, or if that's it, and I'll have to bush hog them or what. But all the little ones, it cleaned up pretty nice. The big ones, it didn't do the greatest, but I don't know. I don't even know if it's rated to do that stuff, but I did it anyways. And then also here, we got 3.5 round bales. They're just sitting here because well, Dad and Russell pushed them off the trailer this weekend. So this was at a field by Elwood's house. Nobody was making hay on it, so he asked if he could. They used to bush hog it, and they said yes. So they made hay. They got 9.5, sold 6 of them. Gave us these 3.5. So once the tractor gets running, I'll get the bale sprayer on that. We'll go put those away. For right now, they're just kind of sitting here in the yard, but it's all right. Alrighty, so today we're back on the topic of the International. So the problem here is, well, there's actually a couple. So number one, it smokes a lot. It blows a lot of white smoke. I'm sure you all have seen that. It's obviously not supposed to do that. Second thing is, when you work it really hard, or like when we were making hay and tedding and stuff, after about 20 minutes of running, it would shut off because going up and down hills and everything. And then when it shuts off, it acts like the battery's dead and it won't restart from being hot. But then if you go inside and you wait half an hour and come back out and try to start it, it'll start back up. So it did that to me quite a few times. It was really irritating. So I got mad and ended up using Russell's tractor because I didn't have all day to sit and keep fooling with this thing. So between those three, we're trying to think what was wrong with it. A lot of stuff's been checked on it. We're going to put some injector cleaner in the fuel. We decided not to run it right now until it gets looked at. Dad's going to haul it into work and have some of his friends look at it because they're good with engines and whatnot. And then when I was blading the driveway the other day, after I was done, it started acting like it was going to overheat. So I hurried up and finished. And I parked and I let it cool down a little bit. Just put it down to idle. And then after a couple minutes, I shut it off. And when I did shut it off, shot a bunch of antifreeze out of the cap. So, which I know that can happen with any tractor. But so, if you guys have any ideas of what it might be, Russell says he thinks it's a head gasket, which of course that could cause all these things. He just put a new one on not that long ago, but he might not have done something right, or maybe it already went bad. I don't know. But so if you guys have any ideas of what it might be, let me know. So we're gonna try and get it figured out again, and see from there what we're gonna do about this thing. It's kind of getting irritating, but it is what it is. I'm out here to water the cows. Got to feed everybody this morning. They're all hungry. I don't think I ever showed this, but we ended up taking down those blue gates. They're right there. It was kind of irritating having to move a gate every time we go in there and stuff. So we set this electric pole in this bar. Also, this pole was really loose, and when you open the gate, the pole would move a lot. We didn't get it set right, which we've set it quite a few times and tamped it. No matter how much we pack it, just don't do good. We put rocks and everything else in there. So now we got this. We open the gate, post doesn't move at all. Thanks to that metal bar and that electric pole, we made sure to put that electric pole in there really good. Then we're going to do the same thing on the second post over here. It comes out to the same, and then we're going to put a gate right here. So that way when you want to go in there to water, you can just open the gate rather than having to pick up one of them heavy things. Try to move it. Cows are over here. I don't think I've showed them in a couple videos, but here's the gravels we put down. As you can see, they've pooped on them and everything, but it's a lot nicer to drive over. Puts a good foundation. Barn needs cleaned out again. There they are, all 5 of them are in there. They like to stand in there because it's cool. So anyways, I'm gonna go feed them. They'll come out. You can see them in the light. This is the cow's favorite part of the day when they get fed. They always come running over here. I ain't even over here yet, and they already come running. Come on, buddy. Watch out. Here's Garth. Still as friendly and ornery at the same time as ever. Spread the feet out. Then they about trample me trying to eat it. They're all doing good, all gaining weight. They're a little poopy. We need a bath from being in that barn. The barn needs cleaned out again. Probably do that next week. But cows are doing good. I just got to get them some hay now. They're out here in the ring. I usually put about 3 bales in there in the Times Square bales, and then that lasts a couple days. They wasted a lot less. I mean, we've been using about 2 weeks, and you can see there ain't near as much on the ground as there would be if we were just feeding hay, or if they had it in a trough where they waste it like over there. So that's one nice thing about having this bale ring. As I step in the second cow pie of the day, they don't waste near as much hay, and that's what we want. So I got 3 bales turned down from the barn up there. I'm waiting to put them in there till I let Garth finish eating this feed I spilled. So if I leave it, he'll probably just walk out of here. He can still fit. So I'm letting him eat this. They're already eating the hay, but I'll just go put it in the bale ring, and the cows are done for the day once their water finishes filling up. Got 2 tubs in there now, so when we go away for camping 3 days, then it'll last them because it has to be filled up about every other day. I like Garth eat it because he's my favorite cow. Well, I got the bales in here. I'm gonna spread them out a little. This hay turned out really good. That Barry baled for us. Really dry, good quality. And his baler did a really good job. These cows figured out this bale ring first day I put it in here. I don't think any of them had ever used one before. I know the 2 black ones didn't. I don't think the brown ones did. I'm pretty sure the field they were in, they didn't have them. But anyways, they figured it out. I'm not sure why they're crowding up. Maybe because I'm in here, but they'll stand out here and eat on this for a couple hours and go back to standing in the barn. But I come out here and see them every day. Pet them a little bit. Feed them, obviously. So the next thing I'm going to do today is get rid of these junk bales. I think there's 9 or 10 left of them. I fed a lot of them, but there's so much mold and wetness in these. It's not good at all, and the cows don't want to eat it. I just got done mowing, moved those bales and everything. So I'm just going to take these probably 2 at a time, put them on the 4-wheeler, and then take them to the brush pile in the woods and get rid of them. So this is a big brush pile. My granddad and his dad started a long time ago. There's a lot of stuff that's been put in here, mainly just brush though. So here's the hay. It's 9 bales. It kind of sucks throw away hay, you know, you hate to do that. But if you look inside this one was so heavy it broke. And that's packed together. There's water in there, the mold. I mean, it's just bad. So there's no saving that hay. So I just threw it up here. We had 2 bales mold last year from sitting in the weather. They're under there. I don't know if you can see them, but they'll just decay. Deer come up and eat some of them, and other animals. The mice like to make a home in them, so whatever. They're just gonna sit here and rot with the rest of this brush. So I'm gonna go mow that spot where these were, even though it's mostly dirt now. I'm gonna go mow that real quick, and then got an update on the tractor. So this is our Simplicity mower. I guess you can hear me. So Dad and one of his friends just did a bunch of work to it, fixing this lever and stuff. So that's how you lower the deck. And we'll turn the blades on. Just gotta do this area right here with the bale. I already mowed it. I don't think I've ever showed this mower. We got it last year, or well, the year before. Alrighty guys, so here's the Oliver. A bunch of birds decided to take a crap on this thing, which is weird because I've never had anything get pooped on in here by birds, just because they don't normally come in here, but they went everywhere on it, so I don't know. So for this tractor, it has an oil leak right there. It's had that for a long time. So Dad went to that place in town I was talking about to get that gasket that goes around the fuel bowl here. And he picked up 3 of them, and we're going to keep them inside so that way they don't shrink. And then we'll have 2 extras. We can get this thing back together. They also told him if they brought him, or if he brought them that bolt, they could get the right washer for it and stop the oil leak. So this thing should not leak oil anymore. We're going to get that tire tubed, which this is a new tire. That tire's been tubed. That tire's been tubed. So now that this one will be tubed, it'll have good tires that are reliable and we don't have to air up all the time. He asked about the covers for these fenders here, and they're discontinued because, like I said, this is an old rare tractor. So we're either going to have to find some or put different lights on it. Not sure yet. But the most exciting thing is they said that they can actually add hydraulics to this thing, the back hydraulics, which, of course, there's hydraulics for the 3-point. But they're going to add hookups so that we can run the hay bind on this tractor. So we're thinking if it's a big problem with the International selling it, and then we're getting something else that will probably be the next video. Should be. We should have it by then. But I won't say what that is yet. And then this thing we're getting hydraulic hookups on. So as long as this has enough horsepower to run the hay bind, this can run the tedder, rake, and the baler. So, might just have this as our only tractor, and it'd be doing all the work. That's exciting news that we got that. So, I don't know if it'll be this, probably next video when I put this back on, just because this one's getting kind of long. I know I've just talked this whole video, but just had to give some updates. So, you'll be seeing this tractor get some more stuff done to it, and get in better shape. Alright guys, so I'm going to call it an end of this video. I think it's like 14 minutes or something like that. It's pretty long. So like I said, there's a surprise next video. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.